Wukong.
Wukong.
All right.
We had a lot of
Gasps.
from the crowd. They were like, whoa, Wukong, interesting. And if DK really wanted to throw the gauntlet,
And T1 are like, thank you for giving me your draft from the previous game.
Yasuo. The immediate response, by the way, is Zeriyumi once again, of course. We all love it over here. Crowd, big cheer from them.
Or Irelia.
Heimerdinger!
Okay.
Oh. Alrighty, so is this in bottom lane with Senna?
Yes.
And is Yasuo going top, or is it top Heimerdinger?
I think it's going to go to the bottom lane.
This is
But
crazy.
it is going to be Yasuo mid, it looks like, unless we have a
can't
swamp
believe
bug.
they're pulling this out right now.
We will...
In game 5.
I mean, I could see people locking in runes. This is real. This is legit. We
That's
are
on the T1 side. Let's see. Yeah, I mean,
as well as he set up for this.
he can also block projecting, prowling projectiles with his turrets.
Yep.
As we did just see.
Very annoying to send anything towards that. Remember Barrel?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I do. Yeah. In this lane, as the levels do come around, as now actually getting in here, as Zeus is very far down the lane. He is going to flash, but the chase is on. Canyon, he'll flash himself, still on the chase, but will not be able to extend it.
Which is an Infernal, so a lot of extra damage here. This comp that needs it so desperately. It's a great start here for Damwon Kia in terms of this draft prio setup. That's a check in that box. First Drake, that's a check. So things going very well here. Now Guma, like you mentioned, knows that he's just going to be kind of farming it out. Knows how this lane plays. Let's play our own game. Let's try to scale up on the Zeri. Starts Cull. His 60 stacks in. And he's just sticking it out. Damwon wants to set up for a play.
Is the Wukong, though. That's really difficult to get on. Canyon has to flash away as Faker just going into the brush is going to take a huge amount of damage from just the Heimerdinger. As the rest of his team is coming in, Faker does not have teleport, but he could potentially jump into this fight.
And meanwhile, Birdall is getting value topside. He's getting plates. He might get the whole turret, and you could trade second Drake for this. Okay, I thought there was the plates were covered. I was like, how many did he get? No, he's only caught in the one. He's been sitting under turret most of this game, but still gets a lot of value here. Topside will force a teleport.
Cloud Soul.
Cloud Soul, of
It's
course.
perfect.
Of course.
Oh, memes don't always have to be dreams, in fact. And yeah, I mean, we had a Cloud Soul in the KT Damwon Kia series as well. Else is kind of just supporting them.
Yeah, and this is definitely a fine line of thinking, especially considering Damwon Kia have better setup prio for this. Like, they cannot really lose the fight. So T1 would be just ramming their heads against the wall on a solo Cloud. It's not even soul point. Let it go.
Okay, so Zeus is mini Gnar, but it still looks like T1 are grouping up at least for the defense.
Look at the turret, though.
It's going to be the defense.
Yeah, they can't actually find an angle here. Control this, but I will not ever start it. That would be a silly thing
This
to do.
is insane. I mean, come on. Like, all right, Owner's in the pit. He's gotten in the back here. He should have been spotted. He will now
Oh,
if he wasn't.
No.
Yeah. Owner's clone now in the pit. They're going to try to pull this out once again. No vision here for T1 as a enlarged Zap will go in there.
No Narbar. He can't engage.
Oh, no hit away from the Poppy. We might actually have it. Yes, the steal comes out from Owner. As now he's looking to get over the wall, and nobody will fight.
Doctom's like, get out of there, Canyon. We're not allowed to kill any champions. We have to break the record. We're back to the Bob Ross game 5 here. This happy little, that was not a missed smite. It was a happy little accident.
Yeah. Happy little CSing right now. I feel like, you know, we haven't talked about the items in a little bit. We can do that. Showmaker is really huge right now. As Guma, never mind, they're going to stop me from that as he flashes away and gets over the wall. And that is the power of Zeriyumi, as now Showmaker is huge, like I was saying. Trying to get into that backline, but he can't do it alone. Even the wind wall is going to be put up there to try to save him. The engage a little bit overzealous from the side of DK, and they're going to lose 2 of their members as T1 now could look at this Baron.
Yeah, there's a lot of turrets set up here to defend the turret push, but they won't be able to come over here and wrestle away Baron control. They can zone Birdall out, rather Faker out, but this is T1 just saying this belongs to me. Duckdom doesn't have ult here. Birdall does.
They do have an Azir.
Turret's leapfrogging in.
He has an Asher's Tooth and a crown which is now gone. Faker just going to get in there and say, no, we're just engaging on you. Big Emperor's Divide from Bertle, but very desperate at this point. Kellen desperately trying to do damage himself, will actually take out Owner, and the turrets are getting huge value as Ducktom just runs away, but eventually the Senna goes down, but they did not need the... Showmaker just elects to take that damage.
I mean, both these teams are so tested in this final game. This is a crazy game.
It is actually still pretty close, even with the Zeri in this position. Could definitely just have another Zeri montage, highlight reel. As the crown is broken, Zave's looking for the Zerelius is in, and he knocks him into the wall. Bertle is just 100 to 0'd immediately before the fight even truly breaks out. No more Azir.
Beautifully played from him, even with the Emperor's Divide, and T1 will take this whole point here of the Drake. Now, Kia not able to contest this. Ducktom will do a little bit of damage to passerbys. Could they try to trade it for Baron? I don't think so. T1 have vision here. They don't have a fast enough group up, and with the mid push coming through, the turret in mid is also now under threat. Ducktom says, no, it's not. Look at my turrets. But T1 just make sure there's no way to rotate over without a huge cost to Kia. And with all this vision they have to clear, the punish is just not that great damage-wise here for Kia.
Yeah. I mean, you consider the carries on the side of Kia for just a moment. The Yasuo is incredibly fed, but it's not like we're playing Yasuo, Diana, Lee Sin, Senna, you know? As we're just going to press our buttons, Bertle has to flash just like that. As they do go in, yeah, a nice amount of poke damage, but again, the Yasuo's not going to be unlocked. There's a bit of poke damage, but is it effective from Ducktom? Not really.
Okay, but they get the setup here on Baron. Choke point control. Where are those turrets?
Not a lot of vision here for T1 as they move in. Stun going to land on the Zeus. He is not in Mega at the moment.
Turrets go down so fast here, too, even from Faker's Q.
Okay, Showmaker pretty powerful, but he's just going to have to flash away himself. Still get taunted at the end of this as Canyon is not going to have the knockaway, and it's going to be Yuumi who comes in and steals it. Are you kidding me? As Kia will not be able to go home with the Baron.
Kia just one more reason to hate Yuumi. Once again in this spot, even though the turrets were getting focused down, Kia said, I could just put up another one, and Ducktom was just holding the line there, and T1 were like, I cannot actually hard engage, I cannot walk into this. Well, what do they do if they don't fight over it? They eventually just lose the game. They're like hoping to take a fight on Nexus turrets.
Maybe they'll, okay. Well, it does have a lot of health.
I'm not optimistic for their chances here, but they're trying to force it.
Forgive me for not really believing this, but let's see. I mean, they've gotten in as Kellen basically dies. He's basically not in the fight. He's going to try to heal this one up as Faker's just pushing mid. He is going to join his team eventually as now we do have the Zeri. Take a look at Guma on the top side. They're not able to get this. It is the Azir who picks it up, but who cares? The Zeri lives. And 5 members of T1 will live as well, and that's going to do it. T1 are going to the Summer LCK Finals.
It was Kia who prevented the reverse sweep from KT Rolster, but they will have their reverse sweep prevented by T1 here in this 5th and final game. T1, they built a draft that's around the Zeri Yuumi. They draft more standard here, and they prevent the reverse sweep. Calm and collected under high pressure here in the 5th game against top Azir. And the Heimerdinger that Ducktom pulls out in the final game. Just insane composure from T1. No